January is a pink book, Friday is a yellow chicken, Spanish class is purple ears, pancakes are red and blue hair.
Fun and exciting. I thought we were going to be writing and reading and making a book.
Fun.
A whole bunch of people playing games.
We are a small nonprofit organization that provides after-school programming and writing workshops for youth. It's really important to us to elevate our students' voices and to not only hone their writing skills and their academic skills, but to boost their confidence and help them see themselves and the world in new ways.
To come outside and play. I would say like the writing and in the outside fun too.
Writing about your life.
My favorite part's poetry and snack.
Cecile Faisenfeld from Schuler Books went to an 826 Chicago event and realized that we could really use something like that in Grand Rapids.
These kids were thrilled that their stories had been published, and it caught Laurie on fire, and so the Creative Youth Center was born.
We originally ended up focusing on the Baxter neighborhood. Most organizations in Grand Rapids are focusing specifically on reading and not at all on the writing aspect of literacy. And so the CYC uses fun creative writing as a way of getting kids interested in the writing side of it.
We're not only interested in helping them grow academically, but we're also really interested in helping them succeed as really confident, strong individuals and making them understand that their voices are important.
We value creativity and silliness. The practice of writing helps youth to better retain information and learn information across multiple subject areas.
There's a lot of research that shows the importance of after-school programming for the growth and development and cognitive development of children and youth. So they play a really important role.
We offer creative writing and tutoring after-school programs for kids ages 6 to 18. Being around kids every day who are just trying to navigate bullying or having friends betray you, or just the sheer fact that school is difficult. It really brings into perspective why having after-school programs or just caring, supportive environments is so important.
These kids really just needed a safe place to go, adults that they can trust and interact with on a regular basis.
We've seen amazing gains already in our students. We had a mom come in a few weeks ago and say, "I'm so excited, my daughter just got her writing scores back and she's the best in her class."
Programs like this, they play an important role to really expand the world for kids, to have adults that they build strong relationships with, that can be mentors for them, but then also just expose them to things that they haven't had a chance to be exposed to.
Every single day is different, and I think that's one of my favorite parts about it. Like, you never know what you're coming into when you walk in. We do creative writing, we sing, we dance, we write plays, and we exercise. We do all of these like really exciting, fun things, and it's different every day. But you're always stimulated.
Captain Tanny. Captain Tanny.
Captain Tanny.
Captain Tanny, Captain H. Tanny, is our elusive friend. No one has ever met the captain, but she shares her wisdom with students.
Captain Tanny would send postcards or candy or trinkets from the different countries that she was visiting, and then the kids would study that. We've tried to make the world outside of their mile radius from school to home more accessible.
By going around the world and bringing us things. To read and write and never give up. Because she goes all around the world and she showed us that we could always learn, and we don't, even if your idea is small, you still can do it. Paris in China or Japan. New York. Paris, Africa.
Because they're coming from like a long day of working, they'll just really kind of not necessarily feel it, and then all of a sudden their page will be full and it'll just be, really remarkable. Our published work is one of the things I know I'm most excited about. I think a lot of our kids are really, I get asked regularly when our book release party is going to be.
when these children see that book in their hand, it's a real, tangible, material thing, and their words are printed in there. That's ownership of something valuable that they've done. And the books are for sale at the center. The children can read the books. People who come into the center can see the result of what the kids have done.
I think like seeing the validation of their stories is like stories that matter and stories that are important do a lot for their self-esteem.
In the future, I think there's more room for growth, but right now we just want to continue working with the neighborhood we're in.
We are in the process of doing another funding round to make sure that the program is successful going into the future.
Where we see ourselves going to and growing to is not so much the quantity and mass number. You know, when organizations think of growing, a lot of times it's, oh, we want to get bigger and bigger. Yes, we want to serve more children, but the quality of programming, I think, is where we're going immediately, really focusing on what we're doing, how we can do it better, and then expanding from there.
Part of the focus on the community is also developing partnerships with different companies, corporations, and other foundations that would be interested in supporting what the CYC does.
A great way to support the Creative Youth Center is just by supporting our kids, whether that's liking our page on Facebook or checking out the videos we have of our kids reading their work, attending events where our kids are reading, or just other events that we have throughout the year. Our students are just remarkable people, and we just want to celebrate that work across the community with everyone.